Hey Monarchs, this is Mrs. Dutro, and today we are going to talk about effectively setting goals and how you can set yourself up for success in the process. Your learning objective for today will be to set achievable micro goals in order to accomplish a long-term goal. So why set goals? Well, goal setting, when done properly, can be an extremely effective tool for self-motivation. And the most effective goals build on one another, and they act as a ladder to help us climb to new heights and to be even more successful than we might have been had we not set goals. And so research has shown that effective goals are linked with higher motivation, self-esteem, self-confidence, and autonomy. And that same research has also established a strong connection between goal setting and success. So in other words, in order to be successful, you first need to set goals. And those goals should really follow a specific set of criteria. So effective goals are achievable, believable, and committed. And these characteristics were put together by a psychologist at the University of Washington, Dr. Frank Small, and his study primarily focused on goal setting for athletes. But then his findings were found to be true for all professions and for people in all walks of life. And so that is why we continue to focus on the ABCs of effective goals today. All right, so first, in order to set effective goals, you need to figure out what your goal is. What is it that you want to achieve by May? What do you want to achieve by December? And then once you know what your end goal is, you are going to build this metaphorical ladder. And you are going to use micro goals as the rungs of your ladder. So micro goals are small things that you can accomplish each day in order to reach your end goal. Because in order to accomplish these big goals, we need to have habits built into our routine. And it's these good habits that help us to be successful. And so these micro goals are designed to help you develop just really good habits that will help you to be successful in life and meet your end goal. And then finally, you need to hold yourself accountable to your micro goals. So once you have built your micro goals, once you have made sure that they are included in your daily and weekly routines, then you need to make sure that you maintain those daily and weekly routines. So that's going to require a lot of self-awareness and reflection. You need to know about yourself, what your habits are, what you are likely to accomplish before you set these micro goals. Because if you set a micro goal that is not realistic for you, then it's not going to happen. It's not going to be an effective way to reach your end goal. So make sure that these micro goals require you to make small changes to your daily routines, to your weekly routines, not big ones. So once I've set my end goal, which is represented by these cute little stars up here on this wall, I need to figure out how I'm going to reach that end goal. Because right now, those stars, that end goal is too far away. It's too high up. I can't reach it by myself. I need some sort of scaffold. I need some sort of help to accomplish that goal. So I need a ladder. And in order to build this ladder, I need to create micro goals. It's always a good rule of thumb to have 3 micro goals, 3 things that you build into your weekly routine, your daily routine, that will help you to achieve your end goal. My end goal is to grow a beautiful, lush fall garden by November. In order to do this, I have to water the garden every morning before work. I have to monitor the plants for pests and disease while I water, instead of just sitting and drinking coffee while I water. And then I also need to make sure that I pull weeds and trim off the dead leaves every Saturday morning, so that way I can have room in my garden for the big, beautiful, lush plants to grow and that it can get full sun. So if I do all of these things every week between now and November, then I should have a really beautiful, lush fall garden, which is my goal. So now let's take a look at a few micro goals. Which are effective and which are ineffective? Spend asynchronous learning time completing assignments. Take a moment. Is that an effective goal or is that ineffective, and why? Don't play video games at all during the week. Effective or ineffective? Why? Let's look at another one. Work out for 20 minutes every morning before first period starts. Is that an effective micro goal or an ineffective micro goal? Eat healthy. Stop doing schoolwork at 4 p.m. every evening. Go to bed early every day. And finally, stay connected with friends. So take a moment, think to yourself, how effective are these goals? Which are effective? Which are ineffective? If a goal is ineffective, what could we do to fix it? So let's take a look at this first one. Spend asynchronous learning time completing assignments. Is that effective or is that ineffective? I think that one's effective because you have a set time that you're going to complete your assignments. That's during asynchronous learning time. That is built into a schedule already created for you. And it's specific. What are you doing during those asynchronous learning times? You're doing your assignments. Let's look at the next one. Don't play video games at all during the week. Is that effective or is that ineffective? I think that's ineffective because it's not realistic. It's not something that most people who enjoy video games are able to accomplish. So instead, I suggest that you change this goal to be only play video games from 4 to 5:30 p.m. every day. You are allowing yourself time to do something that you enjoy, which is still really important. However, you're limiting the amount of time that you spend doing that. And so then that way, in doing so, you are opening up time to do other things that might be more productive or a bit healthier. Work out for 20 minutes every morning before first period starts is an effective goal. It's specific. You are going to work out for 20 minutes. It's built into a schedule or a routine every morning before first period. And it, depending on the person, is something that could be very easy to accomplish and to work into a schedule. Eat healthy. Now that one sounds good, but what exactly does that mean? What does it mean to eat healthy? So that is ineffective. Instead, you could change this to say eat raw veggies, fresh fruits, and nuts as snacks. That is giving a more specific definition to what it means to eat healthy. Stop doing schoolwork at 4 p.m. every evening. That one is effective. It is specific. You are going to stop at 4 p.m. It's built into a schedule because it's happening every evening at 4 p.m. And this would be a great micro goal for someone trying to make sure they maintain a healthy work-life balance, or someone who wants to really prioritize their mental health as one of their end goals for this year. Go to bed early every day. Ineffective or effective? Hopefully by now you're saying that this is ineffective because it does not have a specific time, doesn't define what early is, and it doesn't really define what go to bed is either. So instead, we might change this to be in bed with lights out by 9:30 p.m. every evening. So for this example, we are specifying what it means to go to bed, that is in bed, lights out, and we also specify what it means to be early to bed. In this case, 9:30 p.m. is an early bedtime for this individual. So they have made this goal much more effective than it was before because it's specific, it's built into a routine, and it provides definitions for what going to bed actually means. And then finally, we have stay connected with friends. So is this effective or ineffective? Once again, this one's ineffective. Why? Because it's not specific enough. It just says stay connected. It doesn't specify how. It's not built into a routine. We don't know when this person is going to do those things. So we've changed it to call or text a friend. So that defines that stay connected part, to check in after school every day. So we now know when this particular individual is planning on doing this. It is now built into the schedule, into the routines. So bottom line, setting goals can help with motivation and self-discipline. Goals should be achievable, believable, and committed. And you need to use micro goals as a ladder to reach your long-term goals. And you need to make sure you build your micro goals into your daily and weekly routines. So, what is your long-term goal for this semester? What is your long-term goal for this year? And what are your small, specific, routine micro goals that you are going to use to help accomplish this goal? And that's all I have for you for today. If you have any questions, you can email me at kelly.dutro@aps.edu. You can also reach out to me on Remind or on Google Classroom. And have a good day, Monarchs.